In the Upper East region, the community of Dagliga has long known the weight of a single drop of water. For years, suffering wasn't just a word. It was the daily reality of walking miles to neighboring sections just to find enough to drink. Even when the rains came, the struggle remained as flooding made paths impassable. Change didn't come from a boardroom, but from a conversation of the heart. After the funeral of her mother, Madam Christina Abi-Atinga spoke with Victor, a friend of her brother Dr. Ben. When asked what her village needed most, her answer was simple and profound: water first, because water is life.
Titola on Bishop Metingla. Nanti ke udana pilebe udan leb me kakele limna kananti king akra kawamni onzi short unu zondanzi.
This wasn't just a donation, it was a partnership. A local family gave their land. Mothers and children gathered the stones. Despite a year-long delay due to the seasons, Project of Heart and the people of Dagliga invested approximately 30,000 Ghana cedis to bring this dream to the surface.
Amen. Getting up by in but the pump was the account about Tingawa. The pump was sang or how one bonnet, Nabai in a Honsu, but the pump was Zia to go Monabin Tamu. Narmanawa and put here, killing you Soroto. Pump Maha, Wanapa, the Pon Kanawana, Papa, Sabakuliwana, Yura to Pekka now. Do years of preaching. Amen.
On March 15th, 2026, the silence of the dry season was broken by the sound of flowing water. For 400 direct neighbors and up to 1,000 people in the area, the burden of the long walk is finally lifted.
I am Christina Abi-Atinga, a lecturer at the Technical University in the Hospitality Department. I come from Dagliga, that's my village. We lost our mother and my brother came from the US. After the funeral, he was in Accra and I joined him in Accra to see him off. And I happened to meet a friend of his called Victor, an Ashanti man. So the conversation actually was between me and my brother's friend, Victor. And he wanted to know how the funeral went and where is Dagliga and how is Dagliga community and all that. So I started spelling out how Dagliga is. And the community, they are peasant farmers. Education here, we have only one school. Education here is actually a problem. We don't have water, we don't have potable water, we don't have electricity. So through the conversation, Victor, went further to ask me that. So what is actually, what is your choice or what is your desire? And I said, for now, I will go for the water first because water is life. For the electricity, gradually, by and by, we'll be able to get it. And now that community electrification is coming, okay, then I will discuss with my friend. My brother is called Dr. Ben. I will discuss with my friend Dr. Ben. When we go back, we'll see what we do. Surely, when they went, I think they gathered the first bit of money and sent, and another time the second bit came. But it came at the time of where the rains were starting. If you look at the way we came, when it rains, the dam, no passage. So that time we couldn't have this borehole trip. So we had to wait till the dry season. And that is how we have carried it out up to today.
But as the water flows, it reveals other gaps. One borehole cannot serve a community this vast. 5 or 6 more are needed to reach every family.
On behalf of the community, thank Project of Heart and Mr. Victor and this Ben and his friend Victor for helping us get this water. Water is life. If you have food and there's no water, you have nothing. For water is life. And as we say, our community here, we are farmers. And the farming we do is not on commercial basis. It's just so we thank them very much for this assistance. And we pray that God gives them good health and long life, and wherever they are, they get successful in their work.
Today, Dagliga has water. Tomorrow, with your help, they could have light and a road to the future.
Who will be using the water? Water actually is not that common here. We have a few boreholes around, and this is one that is closest to the houses around here. So it is a good idea that we have it. For the sponsors, words alone will not be enough to express our gratitude. We are very, very, very grateful. And it will help us a lot. Our women who have been carrying water, I know their burden will be reduced. But just as Oliver Twist has always put it, this is just a small section of Dagliga. We have many other areas that need a facility like this. Those areas will need a facility in order that it will reduce work time, especially going for water, and increase work time for other activities like farming, quarrying, etc. Dagliga as a community is not small at all, it's very big. But you will realize that many areas in the community do not have electricity. There are just a few patches where you can get electricity. This particular area here, all the houses you see around, we have no electricity. So we wish that government comes to our aid and get us electricity here. Yes. Apart from electricity, we lack a lot of things. We don't have roads at all in Dagliga. If we are moving from here to the main road there, it's just not that far. But we have to go around in order to be able to get here, especially on our motors. And if you have to talk about cars, they can't come. Yeah. So we also have at least health facilities. There was a time we were planning to have a health facility just around here, but we don't have. We go too far for medical care and other things. Yes. Yes. We really want that the powers that be should help us with health facilities. Dagliga, as I said, is too big. It's not just that small. The only health facility for Dagliga is about, let me say, from here to that one in Dagliga, it's about 5 kilometers, so to say. And imagine people having to travel here. Now that we don't even have motorable roads. If somebody is sick, we have to walk to that facility, or at least we either walk there, or if we're getting means to go, any other means, like a motor or a tricycle, whatever, then we have to go around a long distance before we get to the only small facility we have in Dagliga. This is not the only facility we are getting now. There are a few others somewhere. What is done in those areas is that the community, of course, they have that communal spirit. That they will agree with each other to always come together to keep the place neat. And even there are instances where we have mechanics. Amongst them, if we select people, they will be sent forward for training so that the mechanical aspects of the facility here will be maintained. And then the cleaning aspect, it won't be a problem at all. They know. If they all don't know, we have other areas where they can go and learn and know how to keep the facility clean so that it will last long. The committee, I don't know, but I think that we will form the committee sooner rather than later. We are the people here, and those who can do it should be part of us. So we'll form the committee to take care of the facility. I think that around here, around this particular area, we have an electoral area this way, just not far from here. The electoral area, the polling station, I'm rather talking about the polling station. We have over 600 people as registered members at the polling station there. So you can be talking of voters alone. So if you talk about voters, that is adults and children, at least we have over 1,000 people. But this particular area like this, I think as many as 400 people will benefit from it. The polling station I'm talking about is just it's not up to 1 kilometer from here. And some of the people are around. So we have many people who benefit from this. People came with it's the women and children who carried these stones. They took part in helping to make the concrete and mortar for the facility we stand in now. And the plot itself has been given to us by a member of the community. At least these are but a few of the things that the community has contributed.
Mary Bobila, a mother and a beneficiary, says the community is too happy to finally have a lifeline right at their doorstep.
And they give us a new borehole. Oh, we thank God for that, because if it's not they do it for us, even when it's a rainfall time, we suffer before we get water to drink. Auntie Akuya and his family did the borehole for us. May Adom Nyame bless them for us, because if it's not Adom Nyame, we cannot get the borehole. Adom Nyame Fara, yes, $11 to Madam Akuya. No, oh, Ubudenia, Catania borehole. You are done enough before Catania. Lemon TV to pour one up too. Ka usonti ka ban pelemanya biwa sinya ama la songati nya bergo party do kala songti wabe kati be Dagliga te wona afara wona kamalba onu buriza ba itosi o lankela nyar kakintu.
And as night falls, Dagliga remains in the dark, without electricity, without motorable roads, and 5 kilometers away from the nearest health facility. When a community comes together, life doesn't survive, it thrives. Project of Heart, transforming lives one drop at a time.